All right. Welcome to Tone's Crib. It's January 22nd episode. And I guess we'll start with the Oscar snubs. A lot of people are calling it... Okay, a lot of people are saying it's like straight racist. I just think the fucking Oscars is... I think they've lost touch with fucking a lot of the films to begin with. And it's funny because I think the person that started this whole let's boycott the Oscars thing was Spike Lee, and they kind of nominated him for like a lifetime award.
This year or last year? It was last year.
No, this year he's nominated for like a lifetime achievement award.
So they're going to give him a lifetime achievement award,
but he's not going. He's boycotting the Oscar.
It's funny because I feel like this is repetitive. Like, wasn't there another year before that somebody? I feel like every year they complain about it.
And because it's kind of okay.
Well,
we were talking about this earlier, and it's kind of ridiculous. First of all, if you the internet channel All Def Digital, it's owned by what's his name, Russell Simmons. And they do little skits here and there, and they have a skit about the Oscars. It's kind of funny.
Really?
I would say check it out. Like,
is that on cable too? All Def?
It might be. I think there might be a channel.
Yeah.
All Def, but yeah, he owns that. And he owns the channel. But we were going over the nominations, and here's what's weird about this. This is what screams. See, I don't want to say it's racist because I don't think it is. I think the Oscars always fucks up this way. They don't. I think what they didn't nominate was new. They looked for like old fucking the regulars like Leonardo DiCaprio. How long has he been going? He's never been nominated, or he's never won. He's been nominated, but they're going for like all the old timers. Like, I'll guarantee that Leonardo DiCaprio will probably win an Oscar because he just hasn't for a long time. That's how the Oscars works. But look at Best Picture. You have The Big Short, Bridge of Spies, Brooklyn, The Martian, The Revenant, Room, Spotlight. And they completely ignored Creed. And I know a lot of people don't say Creed should be up there, but if you're nominating somebody in Creed for other shit, and there's things in here that Creed is nominated for, why wouldn't you nominate Creed for other stuff? Like, look at the Best Supporting Actor, Sylvester Stallone. That means you're completely forgetting about the guy who acted opposite Sylvester Stallone. And Sylvester Stallone getting a nomination for Best Supporting Actor especially for the Rocky character, is ridiculous because this is a character, number one, he's already won an award for, and number two, this is not like a new character or a breakout character. This is a character he's been doing for fucking 9 movies now. This is not original. This is just Sylvester Stallone doing Sylvester Stallone. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it wouldn't be nice to see him do it, but really, and the same thing here, they nominated Matt Damon for The Martian, which is fine.
No, it's not.
But you completely...
Why? Wait a minute. Why? What's your gripe against Matt Damon in The Martian?
No, because that's not an Oscar-worthy performance.
I really like The Martian. I saw it a couple of times.
The movie is good,
really liked it.
But as far as acting, that's not.
Let me ask you this. So then, what do you categorize as an Oscar-worthy performance?
Like the Best Supporting Actor.
This is Best Actor.
Well, the Best Supporting Actor, the guy from the Bridge of Spies, the Russian spy.
You didn't see that, right?
I haven't seen Bridge of Spies yet, but wait a minute. I do know Tom Hanks is in it, and who plays the Russian dude? Is it Mark Rylance?
No.
Yeah. Mark Rylance.
Rylance?
Yeah.
He's
Mark Rylance. No, let me tell you something. I don't even have to see fucking Mark Rylance. I don't even have to see him in the movie. I know he's whatever part he plays.
Yeah, he was. I'm so
sure
good.
He is fucking excellent. That guy executes shit like nobody's business. And then I've seen him in person. So now I'm gonna watch Bridge of Spies.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. And I say, for Best Actor, look, Bryan Cranston, I don't have a problem. Trumbo was an amazing movie. It was really, really good. I'm okay with Matt Damon. Leonardo DiCaprio, again, Leonardo DiCaprio.
I felt like Matt Damon was good for that Martian role. Like for him in that role, that character, I think that Matt Damon was a good casting for that particular role. And I like how he carried the movie itself.
I've never seen a bad Leonardo DiCaprio movie or a bad performance from Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, even in... it's funny? If you go back and watch the old... what was that called? It was the show Growing Pains. Mm-hmm. When he came on, it was like a different level. He was like better than everybody in that show. Like he took you out of the show because he was like dead. You looked at him like this kid is like dead serious. Michael Fassbender or Steve Jobs, I'm not 100% there.
I still haven't seen
I'm
Steve
not
Jobs.
100. And it's kind of foul that they nominated him playing Steve Jobs, but they wouldn't give Ashton Kutcher anything. And if you watch, I'm telling you, if you watch the Ashton Kutcher one, it's dead on.
Okay.
Dead on. It's so good. Eddie Redmayne, I haven't seen The Danish Girl, but I like Eddie Redmayne. He's good. He was great in Cloud
The story seems really, really, really good. Like it's
The Danish Girl. It's a true story.
Is it?
Yeah, it was the first person to have the transvestite. Well, the
transgender, right?
Yeah. To have the whole surgery is the first person.
He's a good actor.
Now, Matt Damon. For The Martian, you nominate Matt Damon, but you completely
the
ignore
kid from Creed.
Chuedo.
What's his name?
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, he's in that role.
He was good. Yeah, he was real good. Look,
I stay quiet because I didn't think he was all right, but I didn't think he was great.
Look, I watered up
No.
and rolled a few tears here and there.
No,
So
Because of
he got me.
No, the story itself,
Yeah.
but
Story was
like
good.
him, nah, I
liked
didn't.
him.
I didn't.
I liked him in it. It was good. Like I said,
He was all right, but
going back, Matt Damon in The Martian looked fine, but why nothing for Chuedo? He was fucking awesome in that movie.
Sharknado?
What's his name?
Chuedo, Chewy. You know,
Who?
the black guy in The Martian. The guy who carried the whole fucking movie when what is his name? Matt Damon wasn't on screen.
Oh, the guy who was like politicking for him, like
Yeah.
let's get him out of space.
He was fucking
and all that.
awesome.
Yes.
And he gets nothing. There's nothing here for him. That's ridiculous. Doesn't make sense. Same thing.
He should have gotten at least a nomination
Yeah,
for all the other stuff he did.
And
Like what was he in last year? He was in
I know. Didn't he win something for 12 Years a Slave? I'm
12
sure.
Years a Slave.
That was a
I
good
don't-
movie.
no.
Didn't he win anything,
I
or he
don't
didn't?
think he-
No, the other girl won something. The
He
one
should have. He should have got
the girl
something.
that got the lashings got the award.
Yeah, and
why her and not him?
exactly, it doesn't make sense. Who won that year? I see. That's another thing I don't know.
The girl that got the lash. I don't know her. I don't.
No, I mean, who won Best Male?
I can't.
Lupita.
Yeah, who won?
It was like this is.
I would say look up
2015, right?
Is it 2015? No, it's not. It's like 2014 or 2013. I would say look up Chuedo.
87.
I would say look up Chuedo's name, but he's not anywhere on this list to help you spell it. So I can't help you with that.
Motherfucker.
Look,
Okay.
Best Original Screenplay. Nowhere else in this whole list will you see Straight Outta Compton, but it's there for Best Original Screenplay because white guys wrote it. But you won't see no actors from Straight Outta Compton.
Wait, but that's an element of racism.
You won't see the movie Straight Outta Compton. Now, if it was the best screenplay, how do you not put it in best movie? Shouldn't best screenplay and best movie be like pretty much hand in hand? It should go together.
You know, it's like that. How do they classify or how do they?
That's another thing.
I want to know, how do they nominate shit in the first place? Like, what is their basis?
And here's another thing: how do you do the Oscars at all this year, and not have? How is for Best Picture? How is Hateful Eight not even on this in this page? There's it's nowhere to be seen. Look, Mad Max is on this thing, but Hateful Eight isn't. How is that? That makes no sense. And what happened to Samuel Jackson? Samuel Jackson pretty much carried every character in Hateful Eight, and there's nothing here for him. He's amazing. He was amazing in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I still have to see the last fucking 20 minutes.
What is it with you and Long? What, you three?
It's because I'm up. You know what I mean? And look, what happens is that I'm you know, by the time I get to watch the movie, you know what I mean? It's pretty late, so I'm like, oh, I can squeeze it in.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, I'm out.
You saw What Happened, Miss Simone, right?
That's the documentary.
Yeah.
I saw some of it.
The one about Nina Simone.
Yeah.
Yeah. It got nominated, and also
it's a good documentary.
Amy got nominated too.
That was a good
that
documentary. You didn't like Amy?
No,
I haven't
didn't
seen
see
it
it.
yet.
Oh, I was going to say.
But it's
I was
supposed
going
to
to give
be
you
real
stink
good.
eye. I was going to give you the stink eye.
Best, let's see, Amy, Cartel Land, which I haven't seen. Look of Silence, I haven't seen any of these documentaries. Um, Best original score: Thomas Newman. Carter Burwell is fucking awesome. I like him. He usually does the Ethan Brothers movies. Again, the Hateful Eight for original score, and of course Star Wars. How no Sicario stuff? No Benicio del Toro.
20 Oscar winners. I think it's
2014.
Well,
right?
if you just go to the IMDb for 12 Years a Slave, it'll tell you who got nominated, who won. Let me see. Best visual effects, costume design, cinematography. Carol, Hateful Eight, Max. Okay, Revenant, Sicario. I can see that. But it's like it's. I think the reason I don't like the Oscars is because of this. They don't really push a lot of smaller movies. They forget about movies that came out in the beginning of the year. Last year it was all about the boy. The remember the boy, the one where it follows the boy through like his whole childhood. That's what it was about last Oscar. That who
movie?
Yeah, it won the best Oscar. The one with Ethan Hawke and Patricia Arquette. And there was a kid, and then the kid grew up during the movie. Like in the movie, it's actually him as a little kid, and then as he grows up, it follows him.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I think it's called The Boy.
So Lupita won in 2014 best performance by an actress in a supporting role, best writing.
But nothing for Chiwetel.
Well, it says here best performance by an actor in a leading role. Chiwetel.
He won it. Did he win it?
It says here. Well, did he win?
Or was he nominated?
No, because it's nominated down here. It's
Michael Fassbender.
So Michael Fassbender. You know, there's a video online right now.
Yeah, but he was a lead role.
That talks about how the Quentin Tarantino movies are connected. Mm-hmm. And it's straight from Quentin Tarantino, and he says basically there's two universes in his movies. There's a movie universe and then there's a regular universe. Basically, the movies in the movie universe are movies in that regular universe. So they're not like when you see movies where people are connected, those are like the real movies, like the Vega Brothers. Those would be like real stories in that universe, like Reservoir Dogs and then Pulp Fiction. Because he said he always wanted to do a movie with Vic and Vince Vega, but they both got too old and they couldn't do it because they both die. So it would have had to have been them young. And also he talks about the Tim Roth character in Hateful Eight is a distant relative of the Michael Fassbender character in Inglourious Bastards. Yeah. So that he talks about how.
So in other words, when he writes his characters, they're all somewhere.
Yeah, all the movies take place in the same universe. The only thing is, some of the movies are fictional stories in that universe, and some of the movies are actually within the universe. Like the Kill Bill is a movie in the universe of Pulp Fiction. That's why she mentions she was on a show with basically the same characters that were in Kill Bill, so and it would have been
Fox Force 5.
Yeah, so that would have been them making a movie within that universe of the Fox Force 5 people, but it's her, and then of course she plays the part in the movie. You know what I mean? Like it's the same person.
You mean she's the ninja?
Yeah.
Okay.
So their movies, it's a little confusing, but if you watch it, because they all have like red apple cigarettes. Every movie they talk about that. Like, there's a lot of stuff that the Big Kahuna Burger, and I think it's not official, but I think what's his name, the Mexican guy, Robert Rodriguez. They kind of shift back and forth because they've done movies together. Like they did
From Dusk to Dawn.
And the Death Proof and the other one.
Planet
the
Terror.
Grindhouse, the Grindhouse movies. Yeah, I love the Grindhouse one. I like the Death Proof is fucking awesome.
The one with the car?
Yeah, the one with her. Also at the end, and the girls are like just beating the shit out of her.
Yes, that's a good.
That's a great movie. Yes. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to be able to kicked like that. You saw how she just lifted up her
Yeah, it came out of nowhere.
Crushed his
It's
head.
the third Ip Man movie comes out today. I want to kind of go see that. It looks
The
awesome.
third what?
Ip Man.
Yeah, man.
Have you seen any of them?
It's online. I've seen. Yeah, I saw the first one. How? I think I might have seen the first two ones because the first one did. I know in the second one they send like was it the first one they send like a bunch of people to fight him so he can become the best. So he's like the best of that region or some shit like that.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's the one they're on the tables and they're fighting on the tables and stuff. And then the second one is during
I've
the
seen
war.
him, but
it's
been a.
Yeah, the second one they're really good. The second one is during the war. This one I don't know because there's other
Yeah,
movies.
because wait, is it which is the one that he becomes really poor?
That's the second one.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
yeah,
the second one.
I've seen both.
And because there's two other movies, right? There's
Yeah, but they weren't.
Well, they're about him though.
They're about.
But they're not really like one of them. I think it was Ang Lee that made one of them. One of them was made by a very
the Master.
Which is the one that
Yeah, the Master.
that what's
That's
his
a
name?
good
Martin
one. Yeah.
Scorsese did. Martin Scorsese like
he remade. That was
I don't think he remade it. I think he just re-released it.
Here, Hero.
was oh yeah.
Jet Li.
But that was about the teacher of that's the teacher of Ip Man.
Is that what that?
He was that was about
Hero? No.
yeah, Hero is about no, is it Hero?
Hero's the one with Jet Li where he has to get close to the Emperor. So each thing like he gets. Like,
Oh no, that's not.
No,
She's
that's
talking about
not
the
it,
other one,
and-
the one with Jet Li, but he kills somebody and he goes away and he's living in the mountains with a woman.
Oh yeah, and then he comes.
That's a really good movie, but that's about that. That's the same line of teachers, but he's like way earlier.
It was Martin Scorsese presents some shit.
Well, he had to present something after he ripped off Infernal Affairs so fucking terribly. Like it's funny because what's the name of that? Wow, what's the name of the one over here? It's the one that he took from Infernal Affairs. The one with Jack Nicholson and
Departed.
The Departed. Like Departed, it's funny when you watch Departed alone. It's a good movie. But when you watch like all three Infernal Affairs, it's like, what the hell's the rest of the story from The Departed?
Oh no, he did. It was Revenge of the Green Dragons.
That's a good movie. That's
Yeah, I saw that shit.
That's really fucking good. That's
wasn't
about
bad.
the Chinese gangs in
Oh yeah,
In
yeah.
New
the
York,
triad.
yeah.
That was okay.
Yeah, I like that movie. That was really good. I liked it.
It wasn't like but yeah, it was
Yeah.
good. It was good.
Yeah,
That's what he did. Okay.
yeah. So they just because I was watching Conan and Mike Tyson was on it. They were showing like Mike Tyson's scene with him, and he was like, "I pay Frank." He has no, and it's funny because they do that with like non-Chinese characters to give you like a stupid name. But I'm wondering who he's supposed to be. Like, is he supposed to be?
It's not real.
He's not supposed to be like Frank Bruno or.
No.
Yeah, it's weird though. But I want to see that. I like those movies are good. They've made a few. They've made a movie about Ip Man as a older the final fight one.
Yeah, the final fight.
But the Jet Li ones are the best.
Good. The best one though is the Master.
The man. Yeah, but it's the most artistic one. But I don't think it has really. It's not
an
actual
based,
story.
No, it's not based on his life. Like it's
It's a very romanticized version.
No, but
Which
it's
one?
The Master.
Yeah.
Master.
It's a beautiful movie. It's like
It's
it's like if the guy who made The Revenant made a kung fu movie.
I mean,
it's basically
they're all,
what it is.
like loosely based on his life, but a lot of it is made
Well,
up.
that's a lot of liberties.
It's called
taken.
The Master
Yeah.
with Philip Seymour Hoffman.
No,
that's the one about L.
Master.
Ron Hubbard.
It's just called
Oh,
Master.
Master.
That's a good movie too,
I still have
but there's no kung fu in it.
I still have not seen that.
There's a lot of feigned homosexuality, but no, no kung fu whatsoever.
Master of None, Master of Sex, Master P.
No, it's just The Master. Is it?
I think it's. I don't know.
No, the Grandmaster.
Grandmaster.
Yeah, it's the Grandmaster. He's not just a master.
He's the Grandmaster. So is Grandmaster Flash.
I didn't go to school for 8 years to be called master.
Well, he's if it wasn't for him, like the Wing Chun wouldn't be known.
Well, really, if it wasn't for Bruce Lee.
Well, he was his.
Did you see the scene?
You said it's called the Grandmaster.
Yeah, Grandmaster. Did you see the
just
scene
Grandmaster.
with Bruce Lee in it?
The Grandmaster.
Yeah, there's a scene in it with Bruce Lee where he's like smoking. He's like, you gotta stop smoking, and he. No.
There you go. Jesus Christ.
Are you having problems? Are you having trouble?
Yeah.
That's a good.
Yeah. Technically.
Yeah, it's beautiful the way the movie looks. Who's the director?
It's Ang.
It's Ang Lee, right?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No. Carway Wong.
Yes, he made In the Mood for Love.
Which one?
He makes great. He made In the Mood for Love, I think, and what else?
He wrote it too.
Yeah, his movies are beautiful, but yeah, they can lose you quickly. They're very like flighty, spacey type movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I see this shit?
Very, very flighty. You remember if you saw it?
Let me see photos.
Like that scene now in every action movie where they're fighting in the rain. It basically came from that movie.
Nothing. All right.
Oh,
It's funny. You can there's a lot of really good Asian cinema out there. Like it's funny because
a lot of Korean.
Yeah, the Korean right now is taking off. We were watching recently a documentary. You saw it, right? The one with the interview with Charlie. Was it Charlie Rose where he was talking to George Lucas?
Wait, which is the one that you call it that the girl, her father sent. He's like the head of a fighting style, whatever.
That's when
she's supposed to be the inheritor. Technically, she would be the inheritor, but because she's a female, she's not. So he gives it to one of his other students, and then later on in the end, I think she fights. Is it this movie?
That's Wing Chun.
Is it?
I think so. With Michelle Yeoh. I think that might be Wing Chun, and she goes and she makes it her own. It's very light.
No,
like it's a lighter version of the style.
I know there's a scene where she's in the train station and she's fighting the, I think the guy who's supposed to take over, like you know.
Yeah, you know what? That might be the Grandmaster.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah.
I saw it. Late at night,
that
you
might
know
be
what
the
I'm saying? Stuff be coming in and out. I don't know. Like,
well, no.
So I saw it. Yes, because if it's that one, then yes, I saw it.
It's what it was that he wanted her to teach her style, and not let it die off, and she didn't want to for whatever reason, and there was kind of like a love interest or whatever. But
I don't know if but I know she ends up fighting the guy. She was like, I just know she said some slick shit like, in my father, you know, you this is what you do. My father hands you this, and you fuck it up or whatever.
Yeah. In
her style.
Yeah,
and then they're like, hey, in the train station and all that nonsense.
Yes, that's definitely it is.
Okay, so then I saw Grandmaster Flash.
Yeah, that's my Grandmaster Flash.
I like the Grandmaster Flash.
I'm wondering in the trailer. Have you seen the trailer for the Get Down?
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be Grandmaster Flash? That when they go after him and they're like,
every time they do a movie like that from that era, they always throw somebody in with the Adidas tracksuit with the Kangol. So it always looks like Grandmaster Flash.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Because to this day he still wears the same. That's his like trademark.
I do too.
No, he doesn't. He wears normal shit.
You saw him yesterday?
When he's performing, he does. When he used to do Chris Rock show.
Oh yeah,
he was always in. Yeah. I like Grandmaster Flash. Yeah, no, but there's some beautiful movies of fucking Asian cinema. Like there's the House of Flying Daggers. It looks amazing.
That's on that one.
Yeah, and of course, the soon to be returning to Netflix, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. They're making a series. A series, yeah.
Speaking of series, this is a little off the subject because it's off the Oscars things, but Chelsea Handler was on I think Jimmy Fallon.
She has some stand up.
She has something coming up on Netflix. I think it's her. The cameras are following her and like putting her in situations and things like that. So it's supposed to be like a funny.
Somebody has a stand up tomorrow, I think, on HBO. Is it her?
No, hers is on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it comes on at 12:01 a.m.
I wonder who's gonna be. Yeah, I know there's a Netflix. Somebody has a big stand-up special coming out. I'm not sure if it's her or one of the other new girls, but yeah. Wow.
Is Chelsea Handler funny?
She's funny.
She's like that dry humor, but she's funny.
Oh, did you see?
I never.
She's at this couples massage, like a class, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the instructor is like holding her, he has her arm, like, and her arm is exposed. So he's telling that everybody in the room is coupled. They're already a couple, so everybody's touching each other. So he's like, just do this, How does this feel to you on a scale from 1 to 10? And she's like, a 6. He goes, okay, well, what would make it a 9? She goes, like, somebody else.
Yeah.
So it's like humor, like, you know what I mean, like humor like that.
It's funny. She has a lot of she had a show on Channel 4 for a while, and for some reason they canceled it, and then it's funny because they canceled it, but they didn't.
A late night.
No, it was a sitcom.
She still has the shit.
Yeah, and she also, I think she writes for the Two Broke Girls.
Does she? I know she has like a couple of books and stuff.
And she was in a movie. That movie.
I didn't see the movie with her in it. No.
No, the one with Reese Witherspoon and the two guys fighting over her. She was funny in that.
Oh yeah,
that was there was a
with
shit.
Tom Hardy and
Tom Hardy.
Yeah. Wait, I saw
Chris
that. Didn't she do one after that?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, because that was a while back ago.
Well, she was in the Ridiculous Six. She was the girl in when they're playing poker. That she comes out and she starts hitting on the big guy. What's his name?
No, remember I only got halfway through it. Not Terry Crews.
Yeah, she starts hitting on Terry Crews.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's at the saloon, right?
It's towards the end when he's there playing poker.
I need to watch the rest of that.
It's when Vanilla Ice comes out.
All right,
she's
I need to see it.
Yeah, that's her.
All right.
Yeah, she's funny. She's really funny. I like her. We were talking yesterday. We were talking about what's her name? Because she has like a whole shit going on now.
They're saying she stole like jokes.
Yeah, she didn't.
Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer. Yeah, she didn't steal any fucking jokes. But yeah, there's a whole big thing about that. Yeah, some of the more stuff. It's funny because it's Mark Maron in his podcast. He was talking about how he was working on a special, and he recorded a special and everything. And she had already, she had just come out with her special. And when he was watching her special, he was like, "Shit, that's the same thing that I had in my special." But he's not saying it like she stole it from him. She's saying it like, "Fuck, we basically got the same shit
subject
in our special." So he called her to let her know, and she was like, "I don't, it happens." You know what I mean? It parallels. See, there's a whole like what I was trying to explain the other day was like there's a whole like there's parallel thinking and then there's stealing. Like parallel thinking is like, look, we're both in the same age group. We're both basically we experience a lot of things that are the same, so we're gonna see similar shit, and to talk about it will be fine. Like right now, if we were doing comedy or writing stories, we would maybe like put Trump in there. It's not that we're stealing from each other; we're just both doing about Trump. But it's stealing when you steal a persona. Like people fucking steal. I don't know why anybody would do it, but like if you try to steal like Carrot Top, you're doing Carrot Top on stage. It's like you can't really hide that. You know what I mean? You're stealing the whole personality and character of a
very
person.
Obvious.
Yeah,
that would be very obvious.
Yeah, and people are making the mistake of saying, "Oh, because certain jokes are similar that you're stealing." You're not. It's not really. People experience the same shit. So yeah, it's not. But they're giving her a hard time about it. It's. I think with her, it's more of she's the woman. She's the one on top right now.
Well, yeah.
So she's the obvious target.
Yeah, everybody's just gonna talk shit. It's whoever.
Because people love to pick you down. Like once you get up there, they love to pick you apart. Did you see that? We're all over the place today, but I don't give a shit. One of the women in the Cosby case, like. It's just falling apart.
She made a disc.
No, not that. There's a different one.
Another one.
You heard the diss song, right? Yeah,
it's not good.
It's terrible.
What?
She did like a song like dissing what's his name because she can't sue him, I guess, or some shit. Yeah. But there's another woman that she claimed.
Is it like a rap or something, or is it
one
of
one of those loving hip hop?
It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. It's like remember in the 80s when they had like the Flintstones.
That's what I'm asking. Like, what is it
like the Flintstone commercials, like the Fruity Pebbles, where they had like a hip hop.
Well,
it's something like that.
It's what it's what
y'all need to pull that shit up or something like that and play it, because I'm sure whoever's watching this, I haven't seen it, but
yeah, it's what white people thought rap was back when rap was first coming out, and you know, the hibbity, that type of shit is terrible. But there's another one that she claimed Bill Cosby had raped her at the Playboy Mansion in the Grotto during one of those big Playboy parties. And they went back in the paperwork and found out, first of all, she was never at this party. Second of all, they found out that at the time of the party, Bill Cosby was home reporting a robbery at his house.
Nice.
So, that's another one. Dropping off the face of the earth. Where you're bringing up the...
Yeah, I turned the sound now.
The rap song.
They were like, what the fuck are they looking at?
Yeah.
It says that one of Bill Cosby's youngest rape accusers is popping off. Is popping off on the fallen comedian in a new diss track. Hear it inside.
It's terrible.
Imagine.
She's 25 years old. She has sex with Bill Cosby, or she claims that she has sex with Bill Cosby.
Allegedly. Bill Cosby's dick game must be good. Remember?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm like, oh my god, that Cardi B shit is hilarious. Oh my god.
Yes, on Jezebel.com there is a video interview with Cardi B that is awesome. You have to listen to it.
This is her? Alright, I'm gonna have to listen to this, I guess, later.
Chloe Goins.
Yeah, but slowly, one by one, the cases against Bill Cosby are dropping off the face of the earth. And you don't see anybody making reports of it. You don't see anyone saying anything about it.
I know, but I like how when it first came on the scene, everybody was like
all
taking a stab at it.
Yeah. Everybody they love to pull you down, but nobody got shit to say when everything is proven wrong. You know, I hope he comes out of this fucking scot-free. I really do. I hope it comes out 100%.
Well, enough of the bullshit. It's just like, stop wasting my goddamn fucking time. I have other shit to read on the internet. Like, seriously, with this bullshit.
Yeah. Another thing I would love to recommend is there's the Kevin Smith podcast, The Fat Man on Batman. He's got an interview with Brandon Routh that's really, really good. Brandon Routh was...
This is Brandon Routh.
Remember Superman Returns? He played Superman. And basically it's an interview. But he knows Brandon Routh from... Remember Zack and Mary Make a Porno? Mm-hmm. When they went to their reunion, he was the old boyfriend of Mary. Routh. He was the old boyfriend of Mary, and when he meets up with her, she finds out he's like a gay porn actor. Him and Justin Long are like a couple, and they're like gay porn actors. So that's how he knows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's how he knows. But that's a really good interview because it's he basically grew up like a geek. Like nobody paid attention to him, nobody liked him, and then when he got to college, like girls were started to be all over him. And they kept telling him, you look just like Superman. Like, you look like Christopher Reeve. And they kept telling him you should go model. So he went and did it. He, went to modeling. But he didn't go to, like, a real model. He went to, like, like Barbizon and stuff like that. And they sent him, like, this big thing that was a cattle call. And, hold on. Yeah, it was, like, a big cattle call for models. And basically... he got picked up by an agent there, and the agent was like, you look just like Superman. And this was like 7 years before the movie came out, and it's funny because he goes out and everywhere he goes to tell him, you look like Superman.
The movie or the TV?
He looked like Christopher Reeve.
No, but 7 years.
It was the one with Kevin Spacey. He played Lex Luthor. He was in that one. Yeah, and it's funny because like his whole life.
He only did one Superman movie though.
Yeah, he did one Superman, but he's been in a lot of stuff and a lot of genre stuff. Like he's been in a lot of movies about. He did Dylan Dog, which was a really good movie.
I wonder, like after that Superman movie, because something, fuck the Superman shit. I ain't doing this shit no more.
Well, no, he loved it.
Really?
He hoped that they would have kept on with it, but
it's funny because there've been other Superman movies and no one's asked him to do any of those Superman movies.
No, it was a surprise too that he didn't. Because, like I said, he does. They want to step away from the Christopher Reeve.
I was about to say maybe because he looks too much like the old version of the Superman, and they just want to probably revamp it.
Yeah, and there was in that Superman movie there was something that was unforgivable for a lot of people that like Superman. What they made him have a son and bullshit like that. It's like, come on, Superman doesn't have a fucking son.
But he got that super
Superman
sperm.
don't got no poontang.
Yes, he got super sperm.
So they kind of fucked it up, you know. You know, it's funny. That movie is not a bad movie. I think where they messed it up is that they went that whole Lex Luthor is making a whole scheme to steal land bullshit again, and it's like you're taking a character that could be so much more, and you're like whittling it down to he's just a land thief. He wants land. It's like, come on, it's fucking stupid, and people got tired of that shit.
Did you see that Superman? No.
You never saw that one?
No.
It's not a bad movie. It's just very. It's very colorful, very pretty in the way the entire movie is set up. You know what I mean? Set up for like the realization that he has a kid.
I just remember the scene where Lex Luthor kidnaps the girl and the boy,
right.
And like the boy fucking pushes a piano.
Yes. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. So and it's all set up for that, basically. Yeah. The movie's all set up for that. So
basically Superman has a son, and you know the girl is the mother.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. But it's not. Yeah, it's not a bad movie at all. But like I said, people didn't. It's hard to come back from something like, you know, you have a kid. You don't just write the kid off, or let's forget about the kid, or that kind of.
So they just started over with the.
Mm-hmm. They rebooted everything, and it's funny because that was Bryan Singer, and you would think that. I guess that's a rookie mistake. You write yourself into a corner, because if you say Superman has a kid and then the audience doesn't accept it, you really can't come back and say Superman don't have a kid. Let's keep on with this storyline. You kind of fucked. And so many people.
Do what they always do in Hollywood. Scrap that.
It's funny because he got cast as Superman when the movie was initially supposed to be directed by J.J. Abrams, and then J.J. Abrams lost it, and then McGee took over, and he was like, okay, you're good enough, and then eventually when that one got canceled, then they were talking about redoing it with Bryan Singer, and he figured I'm not gonna get it. And they called him back, and he was like, he thought they were calling him back, and because they sat down at Starbucks and they were talking about it, and he figured that, you know, this was like a courtesy thing. And he says right while they were sitting there, Kevin Spacey calls him up, and Bryan Singer tells Kevin Spacey, no, I'm talking to the guy right now, like this is the guy. And that must be a fucking awesome feeling to know, you know, you got that part, you know, and Kevin Spacey's pushing for it. He was pushing for it too, so it's pretty cool. It's a really good interview. It's pretty long. Yeah, he's in that new did you see last night that Legends of Tomorrow? He plays now. He's the Atom, so he's one of those guys that's played like.
I don't know. Whenever I think of him, wasn't he in the TV series?
No, that was
somebody else, right?
That was
because they kind of looked like
Dean King.
No. It was Tom Welling.
Tom Welling.
Who went on to, I don't know what happened to him. He could have had a great. He was in that movie where they go. There's a movie out. What's it called? I think it's about the day that JFK gets shot. He plays one of like the Secret Service guys, but he's in it like briefly. And I wonder what happened to him because he wasn't a bad actor, not at all. He was pretty decent.
But it's, like the new guy, whatever his name is, he
looks like the comic book version of Superman. Yeah. Like he's huge. That's a big dude.
Well, he got bigger for the role.
Yeah. Because he was in a movie with Mickey Rourke, where they played.
They played like
Greeks it was a movie done by
it was Immortals.
Yes, Immortals. Yeah, and he was really like slim and thin. He kind of had like the same shape like Michael Fassbender. That same slim.
Which one is? Which actor is this?
His name is. Well, he was in that movie. We saw a movie.
Immortals, yeah.
Henry Cavill.
Yeah. He was slim and.
What? Henry Cavill. Yeah. Shit.
You still haven't seen The Man from U.N.C.L.E. It's fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
That's good. It's really funny.
It's funny because it got shitted on by like the reviews and stuff.
No,
but he was good in Superman. He was like a hunky, beefy Superman.
Yeah. It's
not
with his beard
steroids,
and shit.
like
naturally, nicely. Like I want to look like that shit.
He actually like lifted before that.
I don't know about that, but
Yeah, like
yeah, he does. He says he trains.
Like front squats like 300 pounds. I mean,
about to go from well, I don't know how old he's a young guy. He's young.
Not
Yeah, he's young.
That nigga's in his 30s.
Yeah, but I don't care what nobody tells me. Anybody says fucking Ben Affleck did not get all the muscle he got for Batman naturally. That shit did not happen. He's huge.
I haven't seen
fucking huge. It's ridiculous.
But then again, I mean, like movies have a way of making people very bigger than what they.
No, he's actually big. He's big.
I mean, like he was nicely cut up for the. What was it for the?
No, now he's like bulky big, like really.
The one. Which is the
like,
one? Was it the one with the?
He's actually
robbers?
bigger than the
town.
The town. That's such a good fucking movie.
They were giving that on this week.
He's actually bigger than Superman because if we look at the trailer, they stand them side by side, and he's actually way bigger than Henry Cavill.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're both tall guys. They're both big dudes.
Yeah, no. He's taller too.
That guy, what's his name? Henry Cavill. Yeah, he has he's a girthy dude. Like he's a
well, he wasn't dude. In Legend. He wasn't. Though.
You know what I mean?
In Legend, he's very.
Bro, like he was. Let me tell you something. He was on Jimmy.
I'm in Legend. Immortals. In Immortals, he's very.
Yeah. He was on Jimmy Fallon, and he was off season. He wasn't working out. That nigga was still big.
It's funny because he's to play Superman. He has the Superman comic. He has the chin ass.
When they get on like growth hormone and all that shit, like when they stop working out, like they lose a lot of that. But if you do it naturally, you don't tend to lose it.
No, what I'm trying to say is he was still big.
Yeah.
He didn't have the chisels going on, but homeboy had his. It's there. It was just, I'm not working out, so it's nicely smooth, but just bulk. Nice.
You gotta see the Man from U.N.C.L.E. It's good. It's
funny.
Very Guy Ritchie. It's funny. Yeah, it's done well. I like it a lot. It's really
good. Funny. I have to watch it now that I have my little thing, my Amazon. So I can watch now.
Yeah.
I'm so excited with my new toy. I get to watch movies.
It's worth it though.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to edit this podcast off of the recording today because this thing is shot to shit. I don't know what they did.
The noise quality is like shitty.
No, it's all over. Look at it. Check this out.
It was like I can't see.
I don't know what happened. See, look, I don't know what happened with GarageBand, but look, you see it?
Oh yeah, it's not recording.
It'll pop up. The sound will pop up later on, but it's weird. It's not supposed to do that shit.
Hello.
Yeah, it's all it's all fucked up. Me? So I'm gonna have to run it off the recording of it. Oh. If not, there'll only be a video recording. There will be no
no sound.
There'll be no fucking podcast. Not today.
Yeah.
You see, it just popped. Fucking bullshit. Sign language don't work in the audio podcast.
No, but if you have video,
you can try.
I was on the train. I was on the train recently, and this guy came on and he started doing like I thought he was arguing with somebody. But I look and he's talking to like his daughter or something. She's sitting on the chair.
See, that's because he's from the Bronx.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Basically, how when someone's talking loud, like people are arguing now, they're just having a conversation.
Wow.
They're just loud.
Are they?
They're just loud.
Are they loud?
Yeah. Like when I talk to my girlfriend, I'm like, "Why are you yelling?"
Yeah. That's just crazy. What else? What else do we have?
Oh, you have to mention the Donald Trump.
Oh my god.
Oh, that song thing. Oh my god, that is ridiculous.
Donald Trump has.
If this asshole wins,
it's
I'm leaving. I'm out of this bitch.
Nazi.
I'm totally out of this.
Yeah, I mean, it makes your ass clench, like all the shit that's happening with Donald Trump. Look, he had a bunch of girls up on stage with him singing basically a Donald Trump song, and it really did sound like.
No, they took
America,
they took one of those patriotic songs.
Over here.
Yeah, that's like the war song from like 19 some
shit. Yeah. But they did it. It's funny because it reminds me of in the beginning of
that movie.
The movie, The Interview with James Franco and Seth Rogen. But the little girl is singing in front of Korea and she's saying all this crazy shit, and it's like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. I mean, and he believes this shit. It's funny because they brought out, and people ate it up. They brought out Sarah Palin to like endorse Trump, and I'm like, Sarah Palin, first of all, she was a fucking governor of Alaska, and she quit to go and fucking do Fox News shit. I mean, how is that politically sound in any way? I mean, you were a politician, and you basically told your fucking state to go fuck itself because you're gonna go make money being on a TV show. And it's like, how does that make you someone anybody wants for any kind of political anything? It's ridiculous. And you see, Hillary Clinton is. It's not going to be Hillary Clinton because now Bernie Sanders is like ahead of on the polls.
It's so funny. She's like one of those.
She's not. She's terrible.
If you had to write her into like a movie or something, she would be the character, the one that always wants it, but can never get it.
Yeah.
Like Daffy Duck. You know how Daffy Duck wants to be like whatever, and and then she just doesn't get. He never gets it.
It's Maya Rudolph and Sisters.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see Sisters? Oh, so fucking funny. It's funny. But it's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. I don't. And at this point, like, it's funny. People make it look like, oh, we're so advanced and we're this and we're that. Like, we've never had a female president. India, a country who hasn't figured out sewage.
There's no water. They like need water. Oh my god, yeah.
It's a country that hasn't figured out clean water and sewage. They've had female presidents. You know what I mean? Isn't Sweden what is that new place? What the hell is it called? That Swedish country. It's Revrik or something like that.
I will not even.
I know it's terrible, but it's one of those countries and they have a female president. And actually, that country is supposed to be doing really well right now, especially like with their economy and everything. It's supposed to be fantastic right now. Revrik.
That's bugging you.
Yeah, because I can't. It's fucking awesome though. I mean, we should have been way past. We should have been way past black president. We should be way past Hispanic president. We should be way past fucking female president.
Well, Bush isn't. I mean, Obama is not really a black president.
Yeah, he's colorful. He's colored. He's brown.
You know what? No, I get annoyed me about.
He's more black than Ted Cruz is Hispanic. I'll give you that.
Look, what pisses me off is like supposedly as advanced as free thinking and all this bullshit. It's just like, you know something. For some reason it's like you have one foot in front and then the other foot's still stuck in the gutter. Like get the fucking foot out already with this bullshit.
Yeah.
Fucking erase it. I'm so sick of that shit.
You know, and then they go ahead. See, what I'm tired of is the whole. If you're really, really a free country, there should be more than only two fucking groups of people to pick from.
No.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Because the truth is, there's not two types.
Yeah, and then all the nonsense between the two groups, like you see the new thing, like they're saying, and I kind of believe it. They're talking about how recently when Obama was talking about the shootings and the new gun laws he wants to bring out, that before, because he cried, and they were like, "Oh, he cried. That's so sad," and this and that. But if you watch the video, like right before he cries, he rubs the bottom of his eye, and he only cries through that eye. So they're like, maybe he put something on there, like or something.
Or like little menthol or something to make you like your eyes light up and shit.
They had a video. It's called Obama Tears. He has like Vicks, so he goes like this.
Yeah.
It's only. But it's only. But the thing is, like, it's so, it's funny, and they also people eat this shit up when they do it, but it's stupid. Like he made a town hall, and basically he invited CNN. I think it was Don Lemon that was there, and it was Obama, and there's all these people around him, and basically what was supposed to happen was Obama had invited the head of the NRA to come and sit down and explain his position with Obama. It's like, why would he do that? First of all, the NRA is right in their position, so he doesn't have to come and debate with the president. The president knows what the laws are. Mm-hmm. He can't just fucking work around it, and that's the he's doing a lot of shit to like work around the laws. What the gun laws are right. What I don't like is how every state works around the gun laws to make it like, certain people can't have guns. Like in Chicago, They make it so that
And
if
you
you're
know
a
who they
minority,
don't
you
want
can't.
to have
Yeah, of
guns.
course, they don't want the
In
brownies.
other words, people are taking the laws and you kind of like are bending them or twisting, manipulating
And it's
them
official.
to their advantage.
Yeah, like in New York State, like you can get a gun in New York State, but you got to get a license first, which first of all is illegal, because what it is the state itself passing a law that infringes upon your constitutional right. Your constitution says everybody's supposed to be able to have a gun, and then the state is saying no, you can have a gun, but you got to get a license first. And the truth of the matter is,
They want you registered.
Well, not only that, they price you out of getting the gun. Like to get the gun, you got to pay. Like to start, it's like at least $350 worth of fees to get the gun, and then you have to wait for all kinds of paperwork. You're asking for permission to get the license. You're paying money, and there's no guarantee they're going to give it to you.
When by law it's your right to have the gun.
Right, but and by law you're supposed to be able to have a gun. Like in New York, even in New York State, New York City, and they changed this recently. Like you're supposed to be able to have a shotgun.
Yeah.
What they really licensed was pistols. So you're supposed to have a shotgun, be able to have a shotgun. You're supposed to be able to have like a rifle, like those single shot rifles or like hunting rifles. And the thing is, the law is not, the Constitution doesn't say you have the right to hunt. It says you have the right, to have arms to,
which are more deadly than.
You have a right to have arms to defend yourself, and they keep making new laws. And the funny thing is, look, you're making laws to basically combat people that are breaking the laws, which is stupid, because those people that are breaking the laws don't give a shit about the first laws you had anyway. So they're not going to give a shit about it. So really, when you use these situations to make a new law, what you're really doing is taking advantage of the situation to fuck over the people who do follow the law. And it's ridiculous, and people don't see that. All they see is, we need new laws. New laws don't mean anything. They don't mean shit if you don't follow them.
Sure.
And the people who these laws are supposed to be focused on are not following the law, so it doesn't help. And taking somebody and putting them in jail for 2 years because they had a gun illegally is fucking stupid. And they've even to the point where they've made laws about, especially in New York State, they made laws about having knives. Like you're not supposed to have a knife. It's a whole weird thing because it's interpreted. It can be interpreted any way like a cop wants. Yeah, you can't have you have to have a knife that you have to manually open and close. It can't be like you hit a button and it opens on its own. That's illegal in New York State. The blade is supposed to be 4 inches long. The blade is supposed to be, if you have it, your intention for having it should be for like work or craft or shit like that. Like you're not supposed to have a knife to protect yourself. That's illegal. So if you walk around with a knife and they ask you what that knife is for, you're supposed to say for
arts and crafts.
Yeah, or I craft, or
I'm whittling wood.
Yeah. I make soap sculptures.
Yeah, basically.
But never ever can you say, because if you tell them, the knife is to protect myself, they'll arrest you.
What?
It's so fucking stupid.
So I can't come out and say what? It's just to cut some ass.
Nope. No, it's to protect myself. Knives. And what's funny? People like to foo-foo knives. Knives don't jam.
Correct.
And knife will come out anytime you need it to.
You just gotta make sure you get it in.
And even if it's not sharpened, a knife will still work. So it doesn't fucking matter. Knives, I love fucking knives. They are invaluable, especially as a Puerto Rican. Knives and platinos, we're all good. But and it's important. You're supposed to be able. There should be no laws against whether I can walk around with a knife. Fucking stupid, You don't have the right to protect yourself. Basically, the same thing. Like, and it's funny because people are like, learn how to fight. You know what? If you know how to fight, like if you go and you take a martial art, and you get any type of status in that martial art, like you get a belt, it's illegal for you to fight. You're not supposed to fight other people. Like, you're not supposed to fight somebody who attacks you.
Yeah, because you're considered a weapon because you know now. You're in the know.
So
and you
technically, you could still get... So you're not supposed to defend yourself at all. You know what I mean? You're just supposed to sit there.
That's why you go to school that doesn't give you any belts.
Yeah. You just, you're like,
I'm just doing this for fun.
Yeah, and this is...
Like I told you, that shit you showed me, I said, to me, that's horseplay. I was taught that was horseplay.
You know what is it? What is it saying? A law is the government taking your right away to do something and then selling it back to you, which is basically what it is. It's ridiculous, but
some hippie came up with that, right?
but it's true. That's what it is.
No.
Do you agree or disagree with whether a hippie came up with it or not?
Well, I was making a joke.
Okay. No, but
awesome.
seriously, I feel like that, because you hear people go, "It's the law. We have to follow the law." Like, seriously, just because somebody tells you know what I mean. Think about it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but think before you go ahead and fucking take something as gold and run with it.
Yeah. Because it's ridiculous. And the thing is, what's funny? The laws, like. There are so many laws out there. Like, the police don't know what the laws are. The police are supposed to uphold the Constitution. They don't even know what the fuck. You ask any cop, just roll off what's the First Amendment, what's the Second Amendment, what's the Third Amendment.
That's the military.
No, police too. When the police at the end of their graduation, they take an oath to defend the Constitution.
The police.
Yeah, the police do it, and
that's in military. That's
you do that in the military. Yeah. Because that's
you know the Constitution.
That's the first and foremost what you're supposed to protect.
What you can remember.
No, the Second Amendment is short. I just can't
was the First Amendment. Well, most police will only know the First and Second Amendment. That's it. Rights to free speech, rights to bear arms.
What about the Fifth?
They don't. Well, they know what the Fifth Amendment is. They hope you don't know. What the Fifth Amendment is.
I was stopped out here by the
Gestapo.
By the overpass, like right across the street, and
who stopped you?
The cops. So they say
walking.
They said where are you going? I was like, excuse me, and then so where are you going? I mean, where are you coming from? What do you want? So they're like, we got a call, and
you matched the description.
You fit the description.
I heard that.
So I was like, okay, and then. So I wouldn't tell him anything, and then the guy was like, you know, we're not trying to be a dick, everything, we could be, a lot meaner or whatever, and I was like, okay, and because I wouldn't tell him anything, and then, so like the basically like somebody got hit with a bat or something, so they brought the guy, and he was like, yeah, he's not the guy.
They had the guy with them.
Well, they bought him because it was like around the corner or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it was a legitimate. It was a legitimate.
Yeah.
Stuff.
So
basically, you're saying it was.
But they got mad because I wouldn't say anything.
I get it. I get it. Yeah.
But like, you have the right not to. You don't have to say like your stop was fucking. Oh my god. Oh.
Which one?
The building one. You could have sued the shit out of for that.
Oh yeah, because they had nothing on me.
You could have sued.
They took me down. They took me down to the precinct for trespassing because I walked into a building and when I walked in, apparently they had the cops already there and they had like kids on the floor. Right, so they were just like stopping everybody. So they asked me where I was going. I said, well, I'm going to visit a lady. To do my, to do like my garden and all that stuff. And I went to pull out, and it's funny because I had like everything written down, and I was like, I was actually, I said I was in the wrong building. They should have just let me go. I had nothing on me. They go through my shit. All they found was $20, and she goes,
that was illegal.
And she said because I had $20, yeah, you know what I mean. They could say I was there with the intent to buy weed, and I was like, that doesn't mean shit. I could have went to the ATM and pulled out $20 fucking. The only way I would have intent is if I had the actual fucking weed on me, or you see me like do the exchange.
Yeah.
None of that happened. I just walked into the place. I was like, whoa, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And that was like them going through your shit was fucking illegal. Mm-hmm. All kinds of shit.
That the girl said to me, the cop, as she was taking my prints, she was just like, it's a DAT, you just gotta ride down to the station. Well, no, I didn't, because now I have to go to court to go fucking
and the thing is,
do this shit.
They love to say that, but the truth of the matter is, say they pick you up again, they could always be like, oh, but look, we picked you up here this time. So now it's starting to add up. You know what I mean? And at a certain point, shit gets bad enough.
Well, I mean, like, put it this way. I mean, that's not the first time. Technically, so
that's what I'm saying. Like, eventually it'll add up, and when you really don't need that kind of shit in your background, You know what I mean? Like, say somebody really convicts, accuses you of some terrible shit. You don't want the rest of that little shit to pop up because
they'd be like, "What?
Because what's the first thing when they shoot some kid in the street? Oh, this kid was stopped like 30 times. Nigga, you stop everybody 30 times. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. You know?
I know. It gives them an opportunity to make a case against you.
Yes, they can paint. They can paint. Now they can paint the picture that really people who know better should be able to be like, oh yeah. I understand how they stop you here and there, and they do this. But like all of those stops, if they look at your ID and they take your name, they're writing that down. Mm-hmm. It's going on a record somewhere. I stopped so and so here. I stopped so and so there. It's a record. You know what I mean? Anytime they take your name, they're writing it down. They're not. Mm-hmm. They're not there to. Yeah.
Yeah. I just went down the ride and just got. I was chilling with the crackhead.
You don't need to be chilling. Yeah. It's ridiculous. That's just some stupid shit. But that's what you gotta work.
I say the police are very interesting.
Interesting is one word for it. It's funny because I live across the street from the precinct, so I have to
across the street. It's right.
Yeah, it's right across the street. So like I say,
isn't it around the corner?
It's around the corner.
It's right there. Yeah. You go out the back door, you're in the police station.
Yeah, that's not across the street.
Yeah, you go outside and you cross the street, and it's right there. Anyway, you see them on the change of shift. They're like walking around and fucking looking for shit. It's like, these fucking idiots. Go away. Leave me alone. Yeah, every once in a while they have the news van out there or like an ambulance because some guy mysteriously tripped on his shoelaces going downstairs and he's all beat up in the station and shit. So yeah, I had one here one time. He came and knocked on the door to ask questions, and he shoved his foot in the fucking door. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? So I'm not gonna open the door for you. I'll put my foot on the other side. You're not getting in here. Mm-hmm. And he put his door there. Like I don't think if you put your foot in my door, that's your problem. Mm-hmm. I don't give a shit. But he did that. I look at him. And I look at his partner. His partner's like, fucking dickhead. I'm like, yeah, fucking dickhead.
How does it? One time you come through you come banging in the middle of the night, and then you finally open the door. They're like, what took you so long? It's fucking like 3:00 in the fucking morning. People are sleeping. You know what I mean? Not for nothing. If I'm not expecting somebody and they're banging on the door like that, I don't give a shit.
I wouldn't open that. Banging on the door, I'll be like, shit, you better have a warrant because I'm not answering that door. That could be anybody standing out there.
I was like, you lucky I even opened the door for you.
Yeah, because
you don't have to open it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wouldn't be fucking calling them. You know what I mean? I'm not calling them for help. Hell no. You know how long? It's funny. I'm across the street from the police station.
And I will tell you. Call them for help.
Nope. No. Let me tell you something. I'm across the street from the police station. They would not be here in across the street time.
They would not be in.
No. Because that shit
show up an hour later.
An hour later.
No, that's so terrible. Like in my building, when if somebody from my building calls the cops, they do not show up immediately.
No,
at all.
No, it's ridiculous.
But if somebody called from the building across the street, quickly, because they got the patrol.
Oh, of course. Have they set up the little truck around there? Or no. The little tower to like watch the area and.
No, but they have their peeps out there.
But didn't they? They just made a brand new building around your area. And this is not like a luxury apartments. No?
I don't know. There's a lot of this construction going on, but like where I'm at, them people take care of their own. They, you know what I mean? They have their own little ambulance, their own little, patrol thingy and stuff like that, and they because the school's on the other side, like on the other avenue, like across.
I did work in that school.
Yeah, so they have like the the shuttle
yeshiva. Well, yeshiva.
Yeshiva University.
They have their own police force too.
That's what I'm saying. Like my little area is like
Yeah.
But if something goes on with those buildings,
oh, what?
I kid you not, they're there like in under a minute. Something goes on in my building, they ain't got nothing to do with that.
Nah, that's why I say it's better you handle it yourself. You handle it yourself, see how it goes. Most times it'll go better than if you call them anyway. Mm-hmm. Just a waste of time. Mm-hmm. And how do we get? See, I didn't start the bad cop talk.
No, it's rights. Speaking of that, the weed should be legal
it should always be legal
in all 50 states.
They're talking about.
Somebody brought it up the point was, if we're gonna be the United States,
Yeah.
and weed is legal in like 3 states, it's not really
United.
States.
Yeah.
Well, I know the excuse that a lot of people use
like
is they
that
don't
one,
want they don't want to give federal power to each individual state. Like each individual state wants to have their own power. The thing is, that doesn't really fucking float when some of these states are really fucking stupid. You know what I mean? Like, look at that whole situation with the Confederate flag, and people couldn't understand that, what that means to certain people and this and that, and
No, it's Southern pride.
and it's funny. It's not even the actual Confederate flag. Like, when they really looked into it, that
like
flag wasn't even the Confederate flag. That flag was a design that was on a separate flag for like a little regiment or something.
No. Well, the bars, but the flag itself was made up like in the 50s to protest the Brown versus Board, like the integration of schools.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny because when you see that flag, you know what the fuck that flag means. You know what it means? You're not
But
welcome. That's basically what it means.
You can't.
Really?
they will never
to
admit
me,
that shit.
because I grew up in New York, to me it was always the Dukes of Hazzard.
That's another thing. Like,
I mean,
really
growing up,
take it.
like I said, like I grew up in New York.
Yeah.
Whenever I saw that flag, I just thought of the Dukes of Hazzard.
No, it's funny when I first, because I didn't learn that by seeing it. I learned that from my Hector, my cousin. He told me when he came back from the army, he was like, "Shit, when you see that flag, that means you don't belong."
Yeah,
that's basically what it means. It means redneck, and they really they don't like anybody else.
But I was just told,
they don't want you around.
But if you ask him, it's Southern pride.
Yeah, Southern pride. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I just knew racism to be just always in existence, flag or no flag. For me, I'm just saying, like, my experience growing up in New York, I just knew the racism was just there.
You know what's funny?
As far as that flag goes, I just knew it to be from the show.
As a northern thing, we have racism. I mean, not to the degree that you have racism
I wasn't really
in the
traveling down
South.
south like that. So.
No. We don't have racism to the degree that it is down south. I mean, not outward racism like that. We have that very
subtle.
Yeah, it's subtle. Almost like people don't realize they're racist. You know what I mean? In the South, there's a very like, we're fucking racist, and we're gonna give you a warning sign as to, like, before you step into a situation that's bad, we're gonna let you know
that flag right
you're
there.
Not 100% welcome here.
Yeah.
Like, if you see a Confederate flag outside and you walk into the store, they're gonna look at you like, nigga, you ain't see the flag outside. You know what I mean? And that's basically what it's a very subtle, but it's there. We're like, remember they would have like the old radio broadcasts, and there were like code words which meant racist or whites only, and it's just always been like that. But here it's more, because it's funny. I was going through.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's people who hold that type of mentality, the weight and all that shit that you fucking teach that shit on, and like
it's washing out. And what's really it's really washing out, and it's music.
I've heard, like, I used to growing up. I used to hear both, like, the both sides of it's racism and shit. I was just like, I can't.
It's funny because when it comes to it, really, what's washing it out is like music and movies and shit. Like, people watch and they realize that everything is. Everybody's pretty much the same area. That too.
As long as people keep fucking.
And what kills it really are fucking politicians and all their bullshit, that separatist bullshit. That's what really fucking. That's what keeps it alive.
It's just like,
you know what I mean? That's what keeps it going strong. Like, it's us or them or this or that, and that's what really pushes the point in. It's really not, because really it's the United States. It's not us or them. It's fucking us. You know what I mean? That's what it comes down to. That's what it should be.
That's what it should be.
The problem is
that's not what it is.
Yeah, I know. Someday it'll change.
We went to, it's me and my friend. He was dating this girl in the army, and we went to Mobile, Alabama, somewhere Alabama, and then the highway, it's the big, the stars and bars, but it's a different brand. It's a different brand.
Well, I know. Like, my friend who lives out in Georgia, she's been out there now for like 8 years maybe.
Yeah.
And she just said like the racism down there is ridiculous. Everybody, if you're Spanish, you're considered Mexican.
Yeah, you're Mexican.
Well, and it's funny, in Georgia there was a big story where there was a little kid that was put on death row. I mean, he was a little kid. And the kid weighed like 80, 90 pounds. He was put on death row, and they were saying this was only like 40 years ago. The kid was put on death row for killing 2 girls, and they said he carried the 2 girls miles.
I think I've seen some story. Okay.
There was a movie about it, and they just now, 40 years after, the state is like, yeah, maybe we got the wrong guy. You know what I mean? Like, they're just coming to they grabbed him up, and it's kind of what the Green Mile was based on. That whole murder of the Green Mile was kind of based on that. But the thing is, the kid wasn't a big, giant, muscle-bound dude. He was a little kid. And
he was like 9 or some shit like
that.
Yeah,
he was actually a little
9 or 10-year-old kid.
No, but remember the what was the guy?
They got monkey
Missouri?
strength or something.
Yeah. He gave me that look that he had superhuman strength. What was his name? The kid that they killed in Missouri.
Oh yeah. The
His name,
he was the first one of the group that happened after. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
He said.
But they look at little black kids and little dark kids like they have superhuman strength and they're different. You know, they're like animals, and it's like this is just like really.
Right. All right.
But that's what it was. Yeah, we got to start wrapping up because this is a bunch.
I'm like,
it's like a snowball.
just got dark fast.
Yeah,
Anyways,
happy thoughts.
Yeah, until next week.